Hey guys, what's going on? Andrew coming at you. And this one I kind of just wanted to talk about why I moved to Sweden. I've talked about this before, but I've had like a lot of new people on this channel and I kind of wanted to do a better job of it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Growing up in high school, I never really traveled much like around the world, but I went to Puerto Rico and I had a really good time. And when I went to university and I was in the last couple years of my school, my friend, my roommate, he was from Turkey, and we threw this party. And I mean, the kind of party, it was a house party at our place, the kind of party where things got a little bit out of control, but like nothing bad happened. But like the police showed up twice asking us to keep it down. We had a huge bonfire in our backyard. And so many people from Europe came because of my friend Bezit from Turkey went ahead and invited everybody. And we were so confused because at this party, there was a bunch of dudes standing in our front yard because we had a bunch of Norwegian girls there. And I remember someone saying to me like, oh, the Norwegians' boyfriends are outside and they're pretty angry. So I remember we all went outside and there's all these Norwegian guys just standing in our lawn and we're just like, what's up? Like we thought we were gonna have to throw down. And it turned out like, no, they weren't upset at all. They were just being friendly. They just didn't know what to do. So we were like, come to the party. So we had a fantastic party and I just met all these people like from all around the world. And this girl named Elise, she was from Norway. And we became really, really good friends. I studied music in college, so I'm a musician. And she was also a musician. And maybe you guys don't know this, but while I was in university, one way I made extra cash was actually doing live gigs. It was really fun. Like I'd go out and I'd play live shows until like 2 a.m. and I'd get a couple $100 and that paid my bills. So what I ended up doing with her was a lot of music stuff together and it was a lot of fun. So we would perform together. Their friends would come, and it was just awesome. Not to mention I had a roommate that went to New Zealand for a semester, and my own sister, while she was in school, she went to Australia. She played football, like European football, and she got a chance to have a scholarship and play on this team, and so she played with a lot of internationals, and like I said, she went ahead and went to Australia. And I just remember feeling like I really regretted that I had never traveled, but I was finishing a degree in music education, and I thought to myself, you know, with this kind of degree, I might be able to go to internationally somewhere, and I would love to go to Europe. See, in college, I used to play a lot of FIFA. I used to watch a lot of European football, and I loved it. And I was just so fascinated by Europe. And the funniest thing is, one of my favorite artists while I was in college was Bass Hunter, believe it or not, but I had no idea that he was even singing Swedish. And I don't know why I loved his music so much, but I just loved the energy that his music had. So I go and I'm looking for a job, and I actually see that there's this English company, like this English school company in Sweden that's interviewing for teachers about 2.5 hours where I am. So I got this book all about Sweden. I read the whole entire book and I went to this interview and I was just so pumped and excited. And at the time, I thought it went really well. Like, yeah, the interview went well. So, you know, a month later I get this ring. They're like, how would you like to come to Linköping, Sweden? And I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Let's do this. And even just coming to Sweden, I will say the best thing about moving to another country for real is you can reinvent yourself. Whatever you didn't like about yourself, for the most part, you can just come and start fresh. So if you're a shy person, you can just come out there at the gate and be super excited. And, you know, my whole flight was confusing. It was like, while I was flying here, I missed, all my flights were delayed. It took me like 34 hours of total travel time to get here. And when I was in Stockholm, I had to take a train to Linköping. And to this day, I swear, on the train, looking outside, it could be that I was just tired, but I swear to you, I saw a moose. And it was like the coolest thing ever. And while I was traveling as well, my luggage was lost because of all these different delays. That for like a week and a half, I didn't have any luggage. And so I literally came with a guitar on my back. And there's something so liberating about that in a lot of ways because, yeah, you just realize stuff is just stuff. While I was working at the school, things were thriving, but I have to tell you, it was tough. Like, I didn't know what to do completely. I didn't have a personal number. And knowing me, whatever happened, it was like when I first came to Sweden, I had a girlfriend like within the first month because we met at a bar and it didn't work out, of course, but it was really fun and she was really nice. And that's what I realized, like coming to Sweden, how much of a struggle it is to make friends. So if you come to Sweden, you should make friends first and not a girlfriend first unless you have a girlfriend, put it that way. And to this day, the loneliest thing is I just remember we broke up. I remember taking a walk outside and realizing that there was nobody I could talk to. And that's one thing I'll say about the traveling alone is you really have to keep your head in a good place. Because The good times feel really, really good, but if you're in a bad mental health space, sometimes like your mind can just wander and you're in your own negative head. And there were a few times that I had some dark times. Since I've been in Sweden, I mean, I have thrived. My language isn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I was able to learn somewhat of the language, and I went to a Swedish school, which is really cool. I was able to change careers into the video game industry, and that was really cool. And I was able to meet like an amazing, awesome girlfriend. All this happened because I moved. And all this happened is because I took the chance. And one thing I can say to you guys, if you would follow my videos from previously, from when I first came till now, I think you would see this evolution of me. I would think you see this evolution of me getting more confident, more comfortable with who I am, and really accepting who I am. And I'm not sure I would have done that had I stayed in the United States. You know, one of the things that's the most stressful is at my university, or not my university, sorry, at my high school, a lot of people got stuck when they graduated, right? I think in my class, like almost like 8 to 9 people have died of a drug overdose because maybe it was prescription pills or something else. And I think people get stuck and then they start using drugs. And unfortunately, they don't make it. They die or they get a heroin overdose or something. And it's really, really sad. But it's something where I thought, you know, had I not moved to Sweden and dressed myself, I'm not sure things would have ended well for me in the United States. I really needed to take that time to develop and grow, and it got me outside of that environment where, although I felt stuck, although I had my own issues and problems, I was really able to address them and be in a fresh new perspective and environment. So for me, I'm not sure if I will stay in Sweden forever, but I think it's a great country for me. I feel like I have thrived. I feel like it meshes well with my personality, and I just really feel this connection with Swedish people. Like, I never felt like I belonged in the United States completely. I always felt like I thought just a little bit differently. And I do go through times where I don't feel like I completely fit in Sweden, but I feel accepted, at least how you guys talk in the comments. A lot of times I feel accepted. I feel like people like who I am and like what I do and respect me. So I guess if there's anything with this channel that I want to happen is I hope I can encourage people to travel and take that risk, but you have to know it's not going to be easy. I hope I can give some kind of perspective to Swedes on why Americans are the way they are and the good things about us and the bad, and also just give perspectives on Sweden where I think some things are good or bad without like having a lot of judgment. So that's pretty much my story, and I hope this one was good. I hope it was a little slower. I was like really excited in the first video I did. I was so pumped up that I thought it would be better to do a more calm video here. So, well, I don't know what to say except I love you guys. Like, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys watch my channel and support me, and the people that follow me on TikTok. I mean, I almost gave up with this, but since I embraced who I was more and stopped like overthinking things and just trying to be comfortable with who I am, I have just seen the channel grow and excel, and I really feel like I'm in a good place right now. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to the comments and supports over the years. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Hej då!